Hello, welcome once again to Colonel O'Truth's Miniature Issues. In this episode, I'm continuing work on the caves beneath Undercrag City. Previously, you've seen me map out the basic shape of streets and buildings, and I've made quite a lot of progress on the river. When I left you, I had just laid down a good thick coat of varnish. The beginnings of the first building is in place as well, just a little shed-like construction at the base of the stairs. And card templates have been put in place for where the main buildings will be. Now it's time to start constructing some of these. These buildings are going to be Tudor-style timber frame buildings like the ones outside the caves. As if the denizens of Undercrag decided that living in caves was a good idea, so long as you could keep up with fashion. Anyway, the straight lines and white and timber construction will be a nice contrast to the organic, dark rocks of the caves. The first of the buildings that I'm working on will become a row of houses on the south side of Deep Street. This lies at the outer edge of the cave system. I'm thinking my way carefully through how I'm putting this whole cave system together. I have to work from the outside in and from the city side back towards the edge of the board. It's going to be possible to see into the caves from various different angles, but I'm not going to be able to work that way. I simply can't get my hands and brushes and tools in there. So I've got to build a little part, seal it off, build the roof in, make sure everything's properly finished, and then move on to the next part, gradually working my way across the caves. As I'm building these, I'm thinking about the order of events. I build the carcass of the building, I'll detail it, paint it, add window glass, build in the lighting, and then install the building into the cave system, sculpting the rocks in where necessary. I've also got to think about how the building sits in relation to the street and whether I need to finish parts of the street first. The black card here I've spoken about before. It's my usual 1mm thick black mounting board, and that's good quality builder's PVA that I'm using. It sets very, very quickly. And of course, credit should go to my good old faithful pointy stick. I'm building a bit at a time, extending the row of the houses down Deep Street and checking that things fit as I go. I've avoided a single flat face for these 3 buildings because the main angle you're going to see Deep Street from is looking down from the end, so I want plenty to look at. You can see in what will become the middle building, there's a door on the first floor. That's going to lead out onto a balcony. The third building doesn't actually finish at the edge of the board. This is a technique I've used before at the top of North Street and Crag House. I don't want the buildings to finish neatly with the edge of the model. I want to imply that there's more beyond it. So this is just a thin slice of what may be a much larger building. Checking it in place again. If you've been following the build of Undercrag for a while, I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you've subscribed, and if this channel is new to you, please subscribe. Also, liking and sharing these videos helps me reach a wider audience, and so I really appreciate your support. Keep the questions and comments coming. It's great to hear from you, and I enjoy answering your questions. So once again, thank you for your continued support. Please keep it up. Back to the caves. I'm moving on to the next block of buildings now. These won't actually be installed until much later in this process, but I need to get everything sketched out and in place so I'm clear in my mind of how everything's going to go together. It's going to take quite a while until these caves are complete. These buildings start as a flat piece of card, but those upper floors will be cut out and then stepped out to create the characteristic Tudor-style top-heavy shape. Quickly put in a new knife blade. It's essential that knives are sharp for this kind of work. As I've said before, blunt knives are more likely to slip and hurt you. And a sharp knife will give good precise cuts. I don't want ragged, torn edges on this card. It all needs to be nice and sharp. Plenty of windows. I want Deep Street to be washed from both sides with lots of candlelight. And now separating some of the sections. Moving on to the other side. You can see I've added layers to the base template as well, so that the buildings step up and don't just sit on a flat plane. Bit of a wobble on the camera there, sorry. And clean some of the old glue off the faithful pointy stick. Here we go, it all starts going together. The quality of the glue is very important here. It works quickly, it gives a good bond. I could potentially use super glue instead here, but super glue is more brittle and more expensive per milliliter. PVA is by far the best choice. As you can see, it all goes together quite easily. This piece has a large hole in it. I'm going to create a bay window hanging out over Deep Street to give that side-on interest factor when looking down Deep Street from the end of the board. Using all the little offcuts. This piece is the end of this row of houses, and it's going to be in the least accessible position on the whole board. I've given it tall, decorative windows, a bit larger than all of the others, to allow extra light through. There's my bay window. It's getting quite fiddly. And some extra little bits that I've put together. That large building is going to become a problem. It's blocking too much of the view of the model. I'll be changing it later. But for now, I'm able to visualize how things are going to be laid out. I mentioned I was going to have to think about details on the street earlier as well. All these little nooks and crannies have got to be filled before I put the buildings in place, as I won't be able to get in there afterwards. So I'm creating pavements and little pieces of steps. This is all going to have to look seamless when it's finished. Here's the view from Southgate Square through the archway. And from above. I'm going to start detailing some of these buildings next, so please stick around. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you next time. Till then, bye for now.